sitting on the desk in advance of Taylor Twellman's arrival is the 2024 MLS Cup, the latest championship trophy to be sitting on the desk here at the Rich Eisen Show.
That is beautiful.
Isn't it? A little larger than I thought.
Yes.
Why did I think it was going to be like World Cup size?
Well, the World Cup is one of those trophies that is kind of underwhelming when you see it in person.
The fact
in terms of size.
Right here.
By the way, now what you're holding. We've had a couple of guests here thinking that it is the real
it's the actual size
World Cup trophy. Is it true?
Yes, because I've held the World Cup because I've worked them. Yeah.
Wait a minute. You hold a second. You have held the World Cup trophy.
Yeah, we've had it at Fox at Pico.
Okay.
I've actually seen that a couple times too when I did MLS.
Right, but so
this is definitely the size.
That's the real size.
Yeah.
Okay, but not the real trophy.
That is beautiful.
This is the size of like the Larry O'Brien.
It's big.
Yeah.
Let's see. A little smaller in height, the Larry O.B. A little wider.
It's definitely wider
than Larry O.B.
I mean, they got the wings here. This is what you can grab onto it.
That's cool. I like that.
And hoist it, right?
I like that.
Okay. So
when I take a picture with it later, I'll be able to, compare all the sizes.
Oh, is that what you're going to be able to do?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Yeah. And your team won't win.
Well, I don't.
What does that mean?
Well, if you take a picture with it.
Oh, is that?
I'm going to break this cycle.
It truly is the dumbest thing.
Except that it's foolproof.
Superstition is such a waste of time.
I think that not touching it is.
Superstition is such a waste of time.
Hey, Rich, Stevie Wonder would disagree with you.
No, okay. Listen, man, I understand when you're the coach and
I don't want to touch it.
No, it's not not touch it, okay? It's you don't want to give off the impression that the journey is over when it's, say, with all due respect, the Lamar Hunt Trophy for the AFC Championship, and you're Bill Belichick, and you're about the Super Bowl trophies. Do you remember the time he received it, I believe, from Jim Nantz after beating somebody for the 10th straight time in the AFC Championship game, and he just handed it off like it was just like a tray pass. No, I don't want any of those hors d'oeuvres. Do you want some?
No, I don't want those.
Like it was, he just, you remember that? He just handed it off?
Yeah.
Well, football players don't want to touch
and it's
Lombardi.
Just like, but listen, it's the impression of the journey's not over. Okay? That's what it is. And in the case of the Super Bowl, every year they used to do this. I don't know if they still do it anymore. They have the dual press conference of both head coaches the Friday before the Super Bowl, do it together, and they have them take a picture in front of the Lombardi trophy, or they're standing behind it, both on either side of the trophy that they're going for, and neither of them want to look at it because that, to them, brings on the idea that they are 100% assuming they're going to win. Some might be superstitious about it. But fans saying, I don't want to take a picture with the trophy because it will jinx my team is the silliest thing I've ever heard of.
I get it.
Yeah, but that's what fans are.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
Fans are fanatic. Yeah. I mean, what do you mean?
No, I understand that. But it's like, listen.
You wear why would you wear the same trophy? Why would you wear the same shirt to the game? Why would you sit in the same spot? Because
I used to do that.
Because you think it helps.
I used to do that.
It's fun.
I used to do that. As a kid, I used to watch the Yankees.
I still do stuff like that.
In the same spot on my bed, watching on the black and white television. I'm dating myself.
I'm super.
But that's what I used to do.
I am.
But you're a grown ass man now, Mike.
I am very.
Am I wrong?
I am very superstitious.
If I asked people to call in, would they what would it be? 9 out of 10 would tell me I'm wrong?
I don't know. I think it'd be a 50-50. It's probably pretty split. Yeah.
844-204-RICH, number to dial. What's the craziest thing? Superstition.
Well, Totoro, look what everything he does. Exactly. Every time he comes in here, he makes a guy get out of a chair or takes off his shirt.
Yeah, how's that helped?
I'm just saying.
Like right now, if I knew it would help the Yankees signing Juan Soto.
What would you do? What would you do for a Klondike bar? Yeah. What would you do for the Yankees to re-sign Juan Soto?
What does that mean? What would I do?
You were just I thought that was a question.
No, I mean if you told me it would help to, wipe my face the same way or sit in a chair in a certain way.
Would you cut off your pinky toe?
Of course not. Of course I wouldn't do that.
To sign Soto that guarantees 3 world championships.
Oh, cut it. Get the knife.
Cut off my
Get the
in
knife,
15
Joe.
years.
No, I
the
wouldn't
knife.
do that.
And there
Get
are
the knife.
fans that would.
Get the knife.
There are Yankee fans that would cut off their pinky
Yes.
toe.
I do it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I do it.
So wait a minute.
Yes.
Hold on a second.
What you need the pinky
Hold on
toe
a second.
for, man?
Hold on a second.
You don't wear flip-flops?
Are
You
you
didn't watch
telling me?
Harlem Nights.
If you're telling me, hold on a second. If somehow, some way, in the negotiation, Scott Boras is sitting there with Hal Steinbrenner right now.
Yes.
Right now, it's happening.
It could be.
Right now, it's happening.
It could be.
And the money's right. The years
Money's
are
right.
right.
Years are right.
Everything's right.
Everything's right.
And Scott Boras turns to Hal Steinbrenner and says, "There's
get
one
that toe.
last thing."
I'm gonna need that toe.
Victor from River Avenue in the Bronx has got to deliver me his pinky toe.
Yep. And guess what?
Victor and
Vic immediately delivers.
I don't
Let's
know
do
about
it.
that.
Guaranteed.
Aren't you a
3
New Yorker?
titles.
You know how crazy New Yorkers are.
Do you
Of
think
course.
that people from the MLS are sitting in the back right now saying, "I cannot believe they're having this conversation next to our
There
beautiful
is
chalice
some
that somebody from the
diehard-
Galaxy or the Red Bull are
Exactly.
going to hold up"?
There's some Galaxy or Red Bull fan out there. They would do it for a title.
Yeah,
and they
absolutely.
would not take a picture with it
Yep.
because they think it would jinx them.
And it would mean more because it's football. So they cutting off a toe would mean much
Yeah,
more.
they would
I don't denigrate. I don't
the tip
denigrate.
of their
All I'm
pinky
saying is
finger.
I would not give up. Would you give up your pinky toe for the Red Sox to sign Juan Soto?
Well, we've won a lot this
Oh,
century.
my
so,
God.
you know what I mean?
You
It's
can't
different.
qualify like that.
It's
How
different
dare
than
this
us.
man?
can't
How
call.
dare
You know what I
this
mean?
man roll his eyes when I take every opportunity to troll on the Ohio State, which he knows is filled with arrogant, entitled, delusional
Sound like
people
Yankees
that
fans.
deserve it.
No, not
that
anymore.
deserve what I'm
We're
doing.
not
By
as
the way,
bad.
I'm not looking at him. I'm looking over the MLS Cup.
I can barely see
directly
you
at you,
over the cup,
TJ,
'cause it's
for
so
this
big.
assistance. How dare this man roll his eyes at me when I have now flipped a script on him, and his response is, "Well, we've won a lot."
I mean,
Well, those are just the facts of the case.
Okay, so the facts of the case is that Michigan shouldn't have been 4-0 in the last 4 games because they lost 5 in a row, and they
guys-
shouldn't have won this
guys have
one.
done a great job.
And
You've got
I
to
am
be
pointing
earned
this
those
out,
victories, yeah.
and that the fact that they did shows off grit, gumption, and excitement. And I will take any shot I can at them. And you roll your eyes at how many days of this are left? How many days of this are left?
I mean, you know.
This guy.
I don't
man.
Would
do
you
it.
cut off your pinky toe if it meant 3 championships and Juan Soto?
Yeah, I'd think about it.
Yeah, you see? I like your thinking, Brockman.
Really? You'd walk around with 9 toes for the rest of your life?
What do I need it for? You can get a peg toe put on.
A peg toe.
You know what I mean? It's like
Brockman's peg toe is
I
a
can get
new fantasy
fantasy
team name.
one of those 3D
Write
printers.
it down. Write it down. Brockman's peg toe.
Get a toe built.
Brockman's Soto peg toe.
Let me tell you what I would do
It's a new fantasy name. What would you do?
for the Mets.
Yeah.
To win 3 championships.
And get Soto. You'd give up your pinky toe?
I would give up a big toe.
Whoa! You've gone up. You've raised.
That's
You've
life
raised.
changing. That's life changing.
But that's what
big
you might not be able to walk
That's
right.
affecting the way you
Yeah,
walk.
yeah. The big toe.
Well, I already
Your
got
balance,
my
your
personal lean when I
equilibrium.
walk. You know what I'm saying? So I already got a nice
Here's
little
what I'm
glide.
saying. What would a
Big
Bills
toe.
fan do? Or what would a
A
Detroit
foot?
fan
A foot?
now?
The whole foot.
844-204,
Like,
rich
would you-
number to dial.
At the ankle.
Why do we have to
This is what I'm
disfigure
saying.
ourselves? Let them play.
'Cause sports
Let them
is
play
pain
and
and-
trust in the process that got them to the point where they can hoist the MLS Cup. Why must one disfigure themselves? Why is that the ultimate sign of your fandom or love for the team or wanting good things to happen to the team that you love? Why?
Because
that's absurd.
That's a sign that shows how
no,
much
it's
of a
not a
fan
sign.
you are.
It's a sign of you're disfiguring yourself.
If you ain't willing to cut off an appendage, then you don't really rock with this squad. is what I'm saying.
What the hell is your malfunction?
Take it. Take all 9 of them.
You're caught up on land, man. I mean,
Yeah.
some things you don't really need.
Yeah, Tommy Norris wouldn't hesitate.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
Cut
caught
it
up
off.
on it. Spoiler alert.
Oh, well, Ronnie Lott
I got
and
a lot
Tommy,
going on at home, Chris.
Ronnie
Ronnie Lott and
Lott's
Tommy
Between
Norris
the hours of
Landman have
9
a
and
lot in
11 at
common.
night.
Ronnie Lott's proof.
The kids.
Ronnie Lott
I'm
didn't
still
care about a
playing.
pinky.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ronnie Lott didn't care.
What's the matter with people?
Won him Super Bowls.
844-204-RICH. I want to hear from you.
To win that cup on your
I don't-
desk,
by the way-
take the pinky.
I'll just say this. I'll say this. As you know, in my position, I say it all the time. It's good to ask the question you already can sense the answer to or you already know the answer to. right? You're trying to elicit that answer.
Yeah.
I think asking people to call in and ask what body part they'd be willing to cut off is a bad idea.
Mike Vrabel said he would cut off his manhood for a Super Bowl.
You can't get much worse than that.
He would bob it himself.
Yeah, remember that?
He said that to the boys.
Yeah, like
that
4 years ago he said that.
To win a Super Bowl.
Yes.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.